Wakapaching ni minot. Minot timu maleng sana, timu maleng. Uma kesho pinya kedua. Wakemondo ni akwara nyanok. Wasayu sheke kawani wadare ka medua kutwara balur kasha umu maber
Some good people lady. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Fine.
Yeah, so are you enjoying this thing? Eh?
Yeah.
Yes. What has inspired you to come here?
Inspired.
Eh?
Inspired.
What has inspired you to come here at the Alur Culture Festival?
I don't.
You don't know?
Yes.
And how are you doing?
Wendy.
Woli? How are you doing? Oriotia?
Tetulistede no tunyumira cultural dance.
Acha kati yegwani.
Wampita Derek Mugisha.
Derek Mugisha, are you of the Alur tribe? Oli wa Alur tribe weno?
Ndi wa Alur tribe naye nakula eno Kampala.
Oh, kale wewe bale kubeeramo. Kale boss. Yes.
Kubasaza wano. Era wano Aluru. Tweyagala.
Yes.
Kuba bulijjo tweyagala nti twagala nti aba media.
Yes.
Baje naffe batuteeke ku media.
Amina.
Kubanga tuli kingdom.
Yes.
Tuli kingship. Tuli ba kingdom.
Yes.
Tulinayo obubaka bwaffe.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are still here at the Uganda Museum having some vibe. Ugambo tanya.
Ni tiang banyara yo mati kongo. Banyako tiang banyara bae. Banyara da ido tiang arabae.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this beautiful lady. How are you doing? Thank you so much. We are still here at the Uganda Museum. I'm still reporting the Alur Cultural Festival. We have found these beautiful ladies. We are vibing with them. You know all about the youth. How are you doing, Sebo? Thank you so much. 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 How are you doing, Team Yua? How are you? How are you doing? Why?
Ono Justin.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have found a good love. We are really having a love. We are having a good reception. They are really appreciating NBS Youth Voice. We are at Uganda Museum at the Alur Cultural Festival. You still meet the small big boy, Francis Pasha. We are having a lot of fun. Francis Pasha, how are you doing, Sibo?
I'm doing fine.
So you're live on NBS Youth Voice, and what's your name?
I'm called Eniwo Moses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you doing?
Fine.
Thank you for being smart. Who has inspired you to come to this cultural festival?
I like this dance.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Liberty.
Liberty?
Yeah.
Akirima Bell.
Arima Bell.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
What's your name? You're live on NBS.
My name is Chamim.
Shamim.
Yeah.
So Shamim, you're of this tribe?
Yes.
Akirima Bell. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Francisca.
Francisca, the namesake. I'm Francis. So, like, how are you finding the festival? What has inspired you to come to the festival?
Yes, English.
Hey.
Yeah.
The what?
Singing.
Only singing inspired you to come.
It's dance.
All right, thank you so much. And dancing?
Yeah.
Can you give us some a cappella? Dance. Can you join? We have found some old gentlemen here. Hello, how are you doing, Sebo?
I'm fine, thanks.
So you're live on NBS. What has inspired you to come at this festival?
In fact, we have come to this festival for our own cultural, Alur cultural troops.
Yes.
We are all well done. These are people who came from home, then welcomed, and we are very happy. We are very happy indeed to participate.
So what's the significance of these cultural festivals in a society? You are in the Alur Cultural Festival, but you've organized it in Kampala. Why not in Alur?
In fact, beg your pardon.
So you have organized the Alur Cultural Festival in Kampala. Why not in Alur?
We all do that one in both, not only in Kampala, even at home. We all do that one as one.
Yes.
Yes, please.
So that's why you have attended.
Yes, that's why I attended.
Where have you come from?
I came from Zombo district.
Zombo district, just to attend.
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you for loving your culture.
Yes, please.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
You're doing well. So you're live on NBS. What's your name?
My name is Godwin.
Face to the camera. Like what has inspired you to come here?
Hey, come here for saying Alur guy.
Alur guy.
Yeah.
So you are an Alur.
Alur.
Akira Mabel.
Adi.
Thank you so much. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Live on NBS facing the camera. What's your name?
My name is Nixon. Yeah, this is our cultural dance.
Yes.
So that's I'm saying I cannot meet this.
How do they call it?
Yeah?
How do they call it?
It's called it in our local language. It's called Aguara.
So can you give us some sample?
Sample?
Like this? How do I do? Like this? Yeah. So at what time do you dance them?
Yeah?
At what time do you dance it?
No, I'm starting now.
I'm starting now. All right. Thank you so much for loving your culture.
Yeah, culture. Thank you.
Yes, you have been this gentleman. How are you doing? The camera.
I'm doing good.
So what's your name?
I'm called Kunda Wilbert.
Kunda Wilbert.
Yeah.
From which district?
I'm from Nebi, man.
Nebi?
Yeah.
Yes, how was Nebi?
Nebi is cool, man.
You traveled from Nebi up to here?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for showing your love for the culture.
All right.
Then.
I'm okay.
You're live on NBS Youth Voice, eh?
Okay.
So facing the camera. So what does this boy do to dance this?
Actually, it's very, very good for us.
So how do they call it?
Alur dance.
Alur dance. Eh?
Yeah.
So can you give me some joke? Even men do like this?
Yeah.
The same. Eh?
Yeah.
So at what time do you dance this?
Anytime you want.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are engaging with them. We are having fun with them. Hello. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
What's your name?
My name is Dennis.
So what do you call this?
They call it, in our language, they call it Olenso.
Olenso.
Yes.
So what's the use of Olenso?
Is if you are dancing with it, you just do like this. The way I'm doing everything. That's how they do it.
Let's have some time. Thank you so much. How do you call this dance?
Yes. Thank you very much.
All right. Hello, how are you?
Fine.
So what's your name? You're live on NBS.
My name is Namara Princess.
Namara Princess.
Yes.
From the Alur culture.
Yes.
So what like you're a young girl, eh? Like why have you come?
I want to learn about my culture.
So you don't know your culture. That's why you have come, eh? Thank you so much for loving your culture. How are you?
Fine, and you?
What's your name?
Ongerto Andrew.
Andrew. So Andrew, like why have you come at the Alur Culture Festival?
Because it's my tribe. That's why I'm here. I want to promote my tribe. That's why I'm here.
Andrew, akira maber.
Ati maber. Inken. Anati inke.
Gentleman here. Hello, gentleman.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, man.
So you're live on NBS. What's your name?
Ruotunge Godfrey. You know Alur.
Hey.
Ruotunge means God knows.
God knows.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Ruotunge you.
Godfrey. So akira maber.
Timber.
Timber. So can you describe this event in your language?
Events, events very good. It's memorable. Like for us, as Alur, as for me, I'm an Alur. It's very good for us. Means that we are also, we are also among the cultural tribes. In Uganda, yeah. That is it.
All right, thank you so much. So I have also found this gentleman. Hello, gentleman. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Akir Mabel.
Afoyo.
Afoyo. Afoyo Mabel.
Yes, good. Yeah.
So what's your name?
I'm called Walter.
Walter.
Yes, my name is Ochirchan.
Ochirchan.
Walter is not a name. Ochirchan is a name.
What's the meaning of Ochirchan?
To persevere.
To persevere?
Yes.
So you're persevering?
And we persevere with our culture. Because if you don't persevere, it's hard to get to know more.
Yes.
So if persevere, you get to learn more in culture. That's why today, cultural team recalled how we can make the young generation get to know what's the meaning of cultural. It's not all that in the village alone. You want it even downtown, they get to know. That's why today we're here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you so much for preparing this event. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
I'm good, bro.
So what's your name? You're live on NBS.
I am Bunnyman.
Bunnyman?
Yes.
So Bunnyman, like what's your position here at the festival?
At the festival, I work as the performing artist manager. Yeah, I manage the stage performance and the artists at large.
So that means you're also going to have artists. Are you going to have the artists from Kampala only, or even from the Alur region?
Apparently, we have artists who comes from our side. That's West Nile and Northern Uganda at large. Yeah. For this event, those are the artists we have right now. But in due course, I think we have to also invite like the guest artists like from within Kampala here.
For how many times have you prepared this festival? How long has it been? And so far, what's your take about the attendance today?
Attendance today, I think this is just the beginning. But normally people come late in the evening time. But the duration we took, this is the 4th year. Yeah, that this has been happening. Yeah, this is the seventh edition.
Yes.
Yeah, so meaning this is the 7th time. And every time we organize it, it grows bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So why have you brought us to Uganda Museum, not in the Alur region?
Actually, this event, we started doing it like twice in a year. Yeah, there's also West Nile event, edition and Kampala edition. So after this, we have another edition in West Nile.
In West Nile, eh? Yes. So how do you compare the attendance in West Nile and the attendance in Kampala?
Of course, home is home. Kampala, we have our people are scarce in various places. Yeah, so normally the number is not huge enough, but when we are home, of course, we flood the places.
So every viewer over there watching NBS may want to know which activities are going to transpire here, what activities are going to take place at this Alur Culture Festival today. And a person is still home. What is he missing? What is he or she missing?
Actually, a lot, because we have a lot of activities. We have very many troops, cultural troops that came in, and we are going to portray a lot of cultural activities. And some of them I can't mention, but someone at home there is missing a lot. And if someone is preparing to come, please, time is still there. We have a lot of performance. After the cultural activities, we are going straight to artist performance. And we brought in the best artists. Yes, people love from our land. Yeah.
All right, as the stage manager or as the musicians managers or the performance managers, what's that unique performance are we going to get from those musicians from that region compared to these from Kampala? What unique thing do they have and we are going to experience?
Bro, the fact is we have talented artists. We have talented artists, and this is some of the reasons why you see this place is going to fill up, because they really believe in the artist and they know how best this artist can perform. Yes, and entertain them.
So whom do you attribute the success of this event to as we are winding up?
As we're winding up, this event we gave it as it's a girl-child campaign, and one of our main organizer here right now is one of the lady in the association. This is called Aisha. So I'm giving her the credit that at least she made it, and I'm seeing there's a lot of people coming in. So meaning she did a lot of work. Yeah, and to our CEO. He's one of the best guy in the group with the great ideas. So I give my credits to them.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
A nice event.
Right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are still at the Uganda Museum. We are still at the Alur Culture Festival. But among the Alur Culture Festival, we have found some white ladies. We are wondering, are they Alur? Why are they here? And what has inspired them to come here? Hello, how are you doing?
All good, thank you.
So what's your name? You're live on NBS.
I'm Viola. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. I'm Francis. So, what has inspired you to come at this culture festival? Why have you left other festivals, other events, and you have decided to come at the Alur Culture Festival?
Just to get to know the culture and dances, different tradition, and it's been great so far. Yeah.
What are you specifically loving about this culture? What has really caught your attention on your arrival here?
The people. They're really welcoming and dancing together, so it's a really nice atmosphere. Yeah.
So, you're from which country?
I'm from Italy.
Italy. How do you compare the culture in Italy and the culture in Uganda?
It's really different. Yeah.
Which is better, from Italy or here?
It's just different. There is better.
Totally different.
It's different. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me also talk to this lady. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
You're live on NBS. What's your name?
Yes.
Selena from Italy.
I am from Germany.
Germany?
Yes.
So, how do you compare the culture in Germany and in Kampala, Uganda?
Okay, it's also very different. I think it's nice that you have so much music and dancing over in the side.
So have you learned some dances?
Yes, we were dancing a while with the others.
So can you give us some sample? Can you stand up and give us some sample of those dances you have grasped? You can come, let's get some sample of the dances. Let's get some.
I learned this one.
Like this one?
Yes.
So you'll be there to teach me. Like this? This?
So you like move your legs up and down, like to the side. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are still at the Alur Cultural Festival, and we are still at the Uganda Museum, and I'm still the small big boy. I found some event executive here I want to talk to. Hello, gentlemen. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm good. You're live on NBS. What's your name and what's your position here?
My name is Alberto Iroth, aka Bato. I am the chairperson Alur Cultural Festival. I am the brain behind this community together today.
So you're the brain behind this event?
Exactly.
So what inspired you to bring this event?
You know, as you move out of home, there's a lot that you expect, okay?
Yes.
This is a culture that has been in existence for years. The culture that has been established by our great-great-grands. But as time reach, with the modernization at the moment, we are looking at how do we keep our culture alive, okay? We have seen the Baganda does it, or they are doing it up to tomorrow, okay? How about us? Why not us? So we came as the young men to probably bring our culture back.
Bring the culture back.
Yes.
Like since you're the brain of that, of this event, why are you organizing it in Kampala, not in that region?
For your information, we do this event both in Kampala and back home in West Nile. Okay, it's not only done in Kampala. We are doing this in Kampala for the people in Kampala, for the Alur in diaspora. Some of us have given birth to children and has never taken our children back home, so they do not know anything about our ancestors. So it is it is our responsibility to bring that to the people out of home.
So some people say that culture is rigged. You understand? We have found the people are just putting on these things like they look so rigged. But what's your take about those people who say that this culture is rigged? Like we cannot excite that culture. And there are some people who abandon their culture that I'm not Alu. Yes. So I'm saying that you may be a proud Alu. So what's your take about that?
Actually, I think every individual should be proud of where they come from. If I am an Alur that was given birth to in Kampala and I do not know where my origin is, then I should be ashamed of myself, right? I do not know where you come from, but wherever you come from, you should be proud of that particular place where you come from. Some of us have put our family here. We have been raised here. But our heritage is back home, okay? It's back in West Nile. So when you're in Kampala here, you should remember that at the end of the day, there is home.
There is home, eh?
Yes.
So, what have you achieved so far in this event, in organizing this culture festival? Like, what achievement has been there? Who has been in help? Who has offered some help? And what are your expectations from this?
First of all, we have achieved a lot. Bringing people together alone is an achievement. Letting other people know about your culture is an achievement. Thirdly, this is our 7th edition of this event. So when I talk about 7th edition, that should tell you that if it is 7, that means there's a lot that has been done in the past editions. So we have achieved greatly. We have achieved so many things, bringing the Alur people together, letting other people know about the Alur community. And I think right now, when you talk about cultural event, I don't know if it's your first time, but I believe that if it is cultural event, this is the biggest cultural event in the land.
So, like, what's so unique about this today's edition compared to the other editions?
Now, what is unique about this edition? This is one unique thing that we are doing. That this edition we are doing it for a cause. Okay, this event we are doing to support the girl child education back home in West Nile.
From there. Why the girl child? Why is the boy child suffering?
Like I said, this is an entity that is growing. There is always the beginning of something. So we said in our work plan that if we are starting to do anything charity related, let's start with the girl, we go to the boys, we go to the hospital, we go to the needy back home. So there's a lot in plan for us. It's not just about the girl, it's about the community back home.
So how is it benefiting the girl child?
Like we said, Nebi comprised of 3 districts. Nebi comprised of Pakwash, let's say West Nile, the greater Nebi comprises of Pakwash, Nebi and Zombo. We are looking at targeted schools that I am very sure with the help of people back home, we will identify the school that best needs support. That's what we are looking at. We will not be the judge, the people back home will be the judge. We'll put it up for people to decide what we should go and do for the girl back home.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is there an indicator of success?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot. In Alur, I said, Wangayoleng.
Wangayoleng. I killed my bell.
How far?
So whom do you attribute that success to as we wind up? Whom do you attribute that success to?
I think every single success a person should attribute to the community. Personally, this I will put it to the team. The team behind this. I am proud of this young team. The team is a very young team that this success goes to the team I work for, to the team I work with.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. A nice event.
Nice.
All right.
Enjoy yourself.
All right. Thank you so much. Before we wind up, we have seen some gentleman here. He's having something weird. Like to me, it's weird, but to him, it's not weird. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
So you're live on NBS. What's your name and what's this?
My name is Oye Charles, and this is one of our local drinks. This is a local brews that we get from this calabash.
So it's grown from here?
These calabash are made locally. This is actually, it tells us about the African cultures, most especially the Alur cultures. Before we got modernizations, we used to get this calabash for drinkings and also maybe like for washings, and this used to be one of the major things. But at the moment now, since we are introducing the Alur cultural event, we are having this to present our culture.
So how do you call this brew?
This is actually kwete. Kwete is actually mixed up from the maize flour, and it's fermented. It takes like 2-3 days to get ready. So don't just come and photo. Don't come and look at me after 2 hours. Maybe it will have put me down already. It's very strong.
All right, I kill my bell.
Ati my bell.
Kope.
Afoyo.
Afoyo my bell.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm learning some Alur language. Let's leave you, sir, to enjoy your brew.
Thank you so much.
Take a nice time.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're still at the Uganda Museum. I'm still the small big boy Francis Pasha. We are still at NBS. Peace and love.
I'm on the interview. What's this? It is a bid. Just
Beautiful viewers, we are still here at Uganda Museum at the Alur Cultural Festival, and I found a gentleman here selling some cultural things here, and I want him to introduce himself to the viewers. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good.
So what's your name?
My name is Bitum Dennis. I come from Pakwach district, West Nile.
So what's the meaning of Bitum?
Bitum means it will get finished. That is literally, yeah. My father gave me that name because he was going through tough times. You know, most of the Luo people, they usually give the names according to the situation. Yes.
So I want you to take us through these things here, these cultural things, and give us their uses. Yes. So what would you call this?
This one we call it olesu. In our local language, Alur, but it's the cow tail. Okay.
Yeah.
Alur people are also cattle keepers. Okay. But we use it for dancing, like for this occasion, whenever we have a cultural festival. It is a sign of royalty. We give our allegiance to the king.
Yes. So that means that every tail here is a cow.
Yes, every tail is a cow, and we need to tell our young people that you can also do some farming. And raise some cattle. Okay?
So that's the significance of using this.
I have over 100 tails here, so these are 100 cattle.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes.
So let's go to do this thing. What's this?
This is a mortar. It is made out of wood, soft wood. Mothers in our village, Pakwach, they use it for pounding cassava, for pounding garlic, for pounding simsim. Yes, this is the very, very good way and a healthy way of what? Preparing our food, okay?
So why are you preaching, I love my wife, I love my wife?
Yes, you know, domestic violence is so rampant these days. We want you to love the person you have. If you are a husband, love your wife. If you are a wife, love your husband. So we are sending message of love from Papa.
That's an advice to an NBS. If you will love your wife, and I've seen this thing. What's this?
This is a pen.
Really?
Yes, this is a pen. Yeah. You know, most of our people there, especially people from Pacher, there's a specific village called Pacher community. They are making this type of woodwork. They were making this mortar, and also you are seeing the stool are there. But environment conservation is very important. Climate change is real these days. People have cut a lot of trees. Imagine to come up with this big tree. This thing is only 15,000. I can sell this pen at 20 or 15,000. So we're telling them, why don't you use a branch of the tree to make something very valuable, and you can also sell it abroad? Because we come from next to the Makisho National Folk Park, okay? Yes, so this is something that you can.
So our beautiful viewers, this is a pen. A pen is made out of wood, and it's 20,000, not 15,000.
Right now they're selling them at 10,000 only here in the museum. Yes.
So can you show us some other things
Yes,
here?
also we have beads. These are beads made up from papers. Yes, calendars, magazines, which are destroyed. I mean, left as waste. So we are adding value to them back. And beads in our culture, Alur, it shows beauty. So yes, so we really need people to learn, even young people can start and making money from 5 years making these beads. Yes.
So like this, so if a person puts on this, it symbolizes beauty.
Yes, like you see, even I'm putting on my tire bag here with the beads. Yeah. This tire bag, you're seeing it. I don't know where people can see. It is made out of tire.
I think we can use this.
Yes, it's made out of tire, and each bead has a message: unity, love. Imagine if I remove one bead, it will lose the beauty. Okay, it will lose the shape. So we need to work as a team, regardless of tribalism, education. Yes.
So this is stopping tribalism. Yes, stop being tribalistic. Our viewers also.
We also have bracelets. Bags are made out of papers. Yeah, we have some youths there. They're working on this, especially mothers. They are here. You will see them.
All right.
Yeah. These are bracelets. We also have earrings. Then we also have made out of Uganda. We love our country. Uganda is the pearl of Africa. Cool weather. People are watching out. You can come and enjoy Uganda. I hope you can see the crowd.
I've even seen some white.
So this is Uganda. Buy it for your family. Be ambassador for your country. Uganda, the pearl of Africa.
All right. Yes. What's this?
This is a winnower. We use it for, we have the big one and the small one.
Yeah.
You put your sim, as you see those mothers that are going to grind. So you can sort your sim or peanuts in this. Also in our culture, when you are receiving money, like you bought something, our client, you can put money here. Yeah, this is kind of respect. This is how we receive money.
All right.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And how are these?
These are just hats, as you can see.
Yeah, just
made out of straw. Yeah, capes. You can use it for the farming, the cultural dance, anything, any function.
Okay.
Then these are musical instruments, shakers.
So, how do you call them in your language?
Awal.
Awal.
Or Sasi.
Sasi.
Yes, Sasi.
Sasi is in Uganda.
I told you, human beings are one. All the languages are, if they combine, they wrote on a blackboard, you'll see at least similarities are there, yes.
Right, I've seen some food stuff. Yeah, I want you to explain to us, what's the staple food for the Alur?
Our staple food is cassava. Yes, cassava mixed with sorghum and also millet.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about the sauce?
This is fish, onang-nang. We call it onang-nang.
Onang-nang?
Yes, this is one of the fish. Actually, you can try it.
I don't eat fish. It's got onang-nang.
This is how you eat it with all the bones.
With all the bones?
I'm so happy. There was a gentleman who went to Pakwach. He's called Drabo. Works on UBC.
Yeah.
He does chilling, so he went to our place. Even the mayor of Kampala, Elias Lukwago, went and was eating nang-nang live on TV. So this is how you eat it. Very delicious.
So also, yeah, there is nang-nang.
Yeah, we're selling them, yes.
So how much do you sell these?
This one is 2,000 and this is 1,000.
Oh.
And we also have knives which are locally made. These are knives which are made out of metal scrap. These youths are collecting the metal scrap and turn it into knives, okay? Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. What's this?
This is a food flask.
Food flask?
Yes.
Hey, what's your store here?
Carlo. Our food, you put it here, airtight. After 5-6 hours, the food is still warm.
Still warm?
Bread, yes, you can put matoke, anything.
What's the science in this?
The science is behind here. There's no air escaping. And also, it is airtight. Okay, as you can try.
True.
Yes, so then you also have lemon and
oranges.
Oranges, yeah. These are from my orchard in Pakwach. Within
How about this?
This one, we call it berusas. In our local language, locally togu. Basically eaten by elephant. This is elephant food. An elephant, when you come to Pakwach, Makison Fall, actually most of the parks have this food. Elephant just swallow this direct. And elephant is one of the the animal that has been transplanting these things. Whenever it defecates, it leaves the seeds. That's why when you go more to the parks, you see this fruit.
So, human beings don't eat
it. We eat. You just hit it, remove the cover, then you just start chewing. Then you can also squeeze and you get juice out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing you throw.
How do you call it in English?
It has a botanical name called berusas. Yeah, berusas fruit.
So in your language?
Tugu, yes.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have really explored everything.
Just a word of encouragement to our viewers outside. By profession, I'm a social worker. I have a bachelor degree in development studies from Makerere University, 2005-2009. But my passion is promoting my culture and environment. So I've been doing these things for the last 7 years. I worked in the bank, I worked with NGOs, I left job, I started this company called Genon Waste Recycling Studio, whereby we want to empower people to appreciate their culture and also conserve the environment. With me, I have a team of women. I came with them, you can see their signpost. That is my village where I come from, called Alur village.
Yeah.
So I cannot give money to all the 165 household members in our village. So what I started is to skill them. That's why we started that association. So they have activities of music, dance, drama, making briquettes, planting trees, so that tourists come also and give them some money, entertain them so they can improve on their livelihood.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
A nice event.
Please.
Yes?
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I killed my bed.
I sing out, that's of course.
Oh, thank you so much for dripping. Thank you so much, nigga. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, Guan.
Cool, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So I killed my bear.
I'm a bear.
So what's your name and why are you here?
I'm called Darius. We are here to present our culture, Alur Culture Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 7th edition of the Alur Cultural Festival.
So can you greet all those members watching NBS in your language?
Wa from bed Jomuteka winjo sa check NBS Alur Cultural Festival. Me tie 7th edition mamera bero na me Alur Cultural Festival na.
All right, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Yes, I killed my bear, chief.
Thank you very much. We are all doing well, as you can see, and it's full of fun here today. It's very good. You can see the weather. In the morning, it was teasing us. But you know, as the Alur people, we believe so much in culture. And our rainmakers did their best. You can see the weather is clear and it's very good. People are coming in big numbers already.
So, Chief, that means you're having some rainmakers.
Yeah, Alur people, I think, are the few people who believe so much into culture. And we have our rainmakers who always, if you have these events, they come from the village to come and perform their duties. And they have done their part already, you can see today.
So how are they called in the Arul language?
Sorry?
Those rainmakers, What local name do they give? Do you give them in the Alur language?
A rainmaker literally means that jacket koth, uket koth. That is how they are called in our local language.
So, Chief, according to the modern world, many people think that culture, participating in these cultural ceremonies, it's rigged and it's backward. So what's your say about that? What's your say about culture versus modernity?
I think we are living in a world where, as the cultural people, we are competing with the modernity, and also on how do people. I don't know whether, if you move around here, you saw how they are preparing our local food. And if I ask you whether you can literally make any of that food, I don't think you will make it, because that is how culture. You see, many people are dying at a younger age because we are so much used to modern food. And when you go up there where people are in the restaurant, they are making food in the local way. And that's why we are reminding our people that we should focus more of our tradition. We should not forget about our tradition. Yes, there is modernity, but how do we balance these two to ensure that we don't forget about our culture? So for us at the cultural level, actual institution, we are advocating for restoration of a cultural institution to make sure that they are very strong, so that we coexist also with the modernity.
So, Chief, thank you for that. Thank you so much for that message. So, what's the significance of these cultural festivals to the society?
It brings a lot. One, when we began 4 years ago, it was very low. People didn't want to buy the idea. But like you said, culture is really disappearing. And one of the significant, you can see now that there are big people who have appeared today here, which means now the impact is going big to society. And one of the things is that we can reflect back and see how were our how do they used to do other things? You can see the traditional dance right now. You people are used of only Eddie Kenzo, Davido, but there is this modern traditional dance that you can see there. Very nice. It's full of dignity. How they are dancing, you can see it is uniformity. It is really very nice. So we need to focus more on how we can bring our culture back into society and how culture can grow into the modernity.
So what advice over there what advice do you have to the parents over there and everyone over there, like undermining culture?
To me, I don't think if there is any parent there who are undermining power. If you are undermining culture, then you come and try it with the Alur culture. You will feel the power and of disappointment, because we won't take it for granted for you. You have seen there is a long stick there for the quality kajagi in my culture. If you dare that you think you are today's parent, go and touch that kajagi and see whether you can pass that gate again here today. This is what we are made of.
So what's unique about that kajagi?
It is the definition of our culture, of whom we are, that we must respect our culture, because tradition still exists. Yes, people say there is God. Before religion, remember there was already tradition, culture was already there already. So we must learn how to coexist. How do you balance culture and religion? So you must coexist to move. And now here comes modernity. We must see how we reflect on these three things together at once. And that's our young people, because culture, what we learn here, is passed from one generation to another. If I didn't learn this thing from my childhood, this thing, we wouldn't be at Uganda Museum today. But because I grew up in a family that believes so much in culture, here we are today to remind ourselves that this must be passed to the next generation also.
So last but not least, what's that unique thing are you seeing from today's edition compared to other editions?
I think today's program is very unique in the sense that we have brought a very many group of people. I think you saw the women who were in my language, they were regu. You saw it up there. Yes. How do we bring our young girls to believe in Yango Rego Makawoni is one of the best things because there are many people right now like you, the woman are going to marry. I don't think, at least for you have said now that in West in Alur land, the best food is Jurega Rega Lande, Gindemwa Kal, Jurego Kukidi Maber Kadong. It brings nice food for you to eat. Yeah. Not like you're going to Cafe Javas, you're eating food even as you don't know about where it has come from. You get that is the significance of culture.
So what are those last remarks are you having to everyone over there watching NBS and all those members who have not managed to participate in the Alur Culture Festival this edition?
I think to those who didn't participate, they have too much regrets. And one, they have missed a lot. As you can see, every day we are growing bigger and better. Last year we had a population of over 3,000. Today, I'm sure the number is going to double to like maybe 6,000 to 7,000 like that. At this time, you can see people already in thousands. So that means towards 7 p.m. the number is going to double. That means, and I encourage people watching NBS, let's believe in our culture, vice versa the modernity. But how do we believe in the culture also? You see how the Ugandan are very strong in their culture. If you talk about right now about Kabaka, you see how a real Muganda will deal with you. The same thing you want to encourage our people that everyone, it doesn't matter where you come from, protect your culture in whatever way you can. That is what defines you. It's your culture, your identity. Without culture, you wouldn't be here. So everyone out there, I encourage you to stay strong and protect your culture in whatever way you can.
All right, thank you so much, Chief.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the function.
We are here with you together. Paka last.
All right, thank you so much.
My name is Joseph Ssabiit. Yes, I belong to this community, so I'm here to celebrate my heritage and to celebrate with the Alur people.
Well, that means you're from this Alur region?
Yes, absolutely, no doubt. I come from Zombo. Alur is a tribe, right? It's a tribe that stresses from Uganda through to the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes. Actually, the biggest percentage of the Alur people are in the DRC. So they are in the districts of Zombo, Nebi, and Pakwach. Yes, so Zombo is a district. Alur is a tribe, Alur is a language.
So what has inspired you to come to the Alur Culture Festival today?
So my identity is who I am, right? If you know who you are, then you can do everything else. So I am first an Alur, then everything else matters. So there's no better way of celebrating Easter than coming to connect with my community, the people who make me feel at home. So for the first time in so many days, I am feeling at home in Kampala.
That means you're in home in Kampala?
Yes, this is when, actually right now we don't feel like we're in Kampala. We are in Zombo, we are in Alur land, yes.
Thank you so much. What advice do you have over there to the viewers of NBS who think that attending culture events is rigged and it's backward?
emancipate yourself from mental slavery, from Western slavery, from colonialism. Your cultural identity is who you are, right? So we can speak this English that we learned in school, dress like the Europeans, try to be like them, we'll never be them. Our forefathers, our ancestors had their ways of doing things. They were more organized than the colonial mentality that we have now. So let us emancipate ourselves from mental slavery brought by colonialism and the Europeans. You can be cool as an Alur, you can be cool from your tribal setting.
Like, what's your take about modernity versus our cultural values?
No, there's no competition. We have just allowed our minds to be captured. Somebody comes from far away and they say suits are cool, this is cool, and this is cool. So we begin to make our tribal heritage, the beauty of our cultures, look inferior. So for me, I come from a liberated mind. I don't believe something is cool because it's modern. I don't even know what the hell modernity is. My culture is my modernity, it is my reality, is what I believe in. So those who want to be captured by the Western world and the things, I mean, that's their problem. Yeah, I don't give a damn about modernity. My modernity is my context, is what my culture, my people believe is modern.
Yes, good evening, and this is time for me to say happy and blessed Easter because he has risen. And my name is called Prince Ochaya Oraj Vincent. I am the Deputy Prime Minister and also Executive Director of Alur Kingdom. And Alur Kingdom is one of the 16 gazetted cultural institutions as per Article 246 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. So we are the ones implementing our own mandate in terms of our cultural footing on behalf of the people we serve, the Alur people. And of course, the Alur people cover the area of Nebi, which is Padiere. We have Pakwach, which is Jonam, and Okoro, which is Zombo. And the interesting part, the majority of the Alur are in Congo, representing about three quarters almost. We are talking about 7 to 8 million people there, but in Uganda we are about 2 million. So basically you can see the biggest composition of the Alur people are in Congo. And this is just demonstrated by the geographical demarcation by the political system. But previously, when the Tori region was there, the Alur was one vast area. But now, because of this Congo and Uganda border, we are on the other side of Uganda, and the other Alur, and the bigger side is the other side of DR Congo. And we are only lucky that the sitting spearhead or the king sits in Uganda. So we are in 56 chiefdoms, of which 48 are in Uganda, and we have got 8 in Congo. Now, why 8 in Congo is Congo have still sat onto the other strong cultural footing, but ours, because of the integration and the number of people, it had to be separated. You know, those days in the past, for you to become a chief, you must have come from a loyal lineage. So if I'm the king and I have about 6 sons or 7 sons, you find a certain small minority will say, give us also someone to rule over us. Now when you go in that place, you become automatically a chief. And that has been, as the number has been growing, because of the people were asking for a source of cultural leadership. And they will take one of the prince and the prince. So you can find that our rooting is from the same, but with the connections to the royal spear.
Right, so then talking about this cultural event, what's the significance of this cultural event, the Alur Cultural Festival? They have told us that it's the 7th edition. What's the significance of this cultural? I think, according to what I have observed, it's one of the biggest cultural events we are having here in Kampala. So, what's your take about that? What's the significance of this event?
First, I must give it from the episode, the beginning of the episode. From episode 1, is that the people who are behind this were the youth. They sat together and asked themselves, how can we culturally be significant? And by then I was the Prime Minister some 7 years ago. Then when I had a discussion with a small committee, I asked them, for cultural significance, you need to have what brings you together. And I asked them, is it football, is it netball, is it what, or is it dance? They said, no. What defines us is not football. What defines us is our cultural norms and values. And one of them is our dances. So when I chose dances, I was like, okay, wait a minute. I think there's a point in this one. Then I said, how do we do it? They said that they would like to organize something annual which can bring the youth together, but also bring the elders. So that the people who are outside the Alur land can come together once in a while to merry make, but also most important to have a cultural identity. And that's how this came. So when they asked for that permission, I said, okay, go and first start it and see how it works. And amazingly, every year it keeps growing. What is important about this cultural gallery is on cultural significance. Everything about it is built on cultural values and norms. Nothing else, nothing short of that. And they allure cultural values and norms. That's why you see the dancing. We have Agwara, we have Adungu, we have Ndara, we have the Njige. And all these Alur areas have got specific dances. Like in Jonam, you have Njige, you have Okonge, and many other things. In Padiere, you have Agwara and sometimes Ndara. But up in Okoro, you have typical Agwara, Okoro and Zombo, and Congo is Agwara and Ndara. So these are the things that defines why this is significant for a city. And you can know this is a capital city. We have so many Alurs live in the city. In which other way can we get them together other than having a cultural festival? So thanks to the organizers who have kept it up to this time, the 7th edition.
I've been so surprised saying that the youths are the ones who spearheaded the event. They're organizing all these events. But according to what we see that there is a lot of moral decay. There are the youth over there, they are scrapping the cultural values and other tribes and adopting to the modern world. So what's your take about the Alur youths spearheading the organization of this cultural event?
I think what we need to appreciate here is that in even what is the decay which you were talking about must have cultural acceptance. You see, you cannot say something is bad, then you throw it away because it is bad. You can salvage something. These youth want to have a sense of identity. They have their DNA called Alur. They have a DNA which is called an Alur. There will always be an Alur. Or an Alur will be part of them. But if they're having something which takes them astray, for example, the dressing, the language, I must tell you, an average Alur who stays in Kampala has 2 languages, English and Luganda. But when they go home, you find everybody speaking Alur. And they get difficulty. Now, even the children who are born in a capital city like here tend to Alur language becomes a problem for them. So through this cultural identity, even the young ones are beginning to appreciate that, I have a culture called Alur. For instance, even my own sons, when they ask them in school, at first, they used to say, okay, I'm an Alur. But now, they even say an Alur from which part? They say Alur from Zombo. You get it? These are some of the things that are coming as a cultural significance. And these dances are rare. This generation have never seen it. They rarely go to the village, they only go on Christmas. So if we can bring this culture to them in the city, we are creating relevance. And I think for me, it must be owned by the youth because they're a target. They are about 70% of the people we're looking for. So if you allow 70% of the people get to moral decay, you are destroying the entire Alur society. So for us, and of course, when they came to me, the lucky thing is they got a youthful prime minister who could speak their language. So when I sat down with them, I also became a youth. And the process, this youthful attribute created a synergy, created a sense of belonging. And this is what it is today. And I've always come to the festival every year. And of course, the king is supposed to be here. But he had other engagements which took me up. But he has been coming here for the last, out of the 7, he came in 4, which is a good number. For him to also find time to come here. So what are we doing? We are creating cultural significance. And for me, I cannot say that this is for nothing. There is something.
So, sir, can you describe this event in only 3 words?
This event is showcasing the Alur cultural norms and value to the relevant people, and that is the youth, who are in turn going to uphold this and build what the Alur society will want. So we are very happy. We are very happy. I can't be. Look at it. You look at the day. They are happy, but of course inside there also. One thing I forgot is to make sure we also tell them their cultural values in terms of the dress codes, the characters. You know, when they come, they will put on their own dress code, but you have to take them slowly through how does the Alur look like, especially on a cultural function. How do I put on I'm going for a cultural function? Is it like the same as I'm going for a disco, the same as I'm going for a party, or I'm going to showcase culture? So these are some of the things we're trying to bring together, and they're beginning to appreciate. Look at the number now. 3/4 are now culturally sensitive in the dressing code, which is a good thing. We are observing it, and I'm happy about this, and I can't wait to see this build our identity in the city.
Yeah, thank you, viewers. My name is Alur Songa, Member of Parliament for Ora County in Zombo District in West Nile. I'm also the chairperson of the West Nile Parliamentary Caucus, where we have 43 members of parliament with 4 ministers among us.
So, Member of Parliament, Honorable, so what has inspired you to come to this cultural event? What is the significance of this cultural event to everyone over there?
My name is Alur and Songa, and Songa was one of the kings of the Alur. The current king of Alur called Songa the 12th great-grandfather, and that was in my line. And so, culturally, that is what brings us together. We are from that royal family, and we think that the young people can learn a lot of things when we have a kind of this cultural festival where different cultural aspects are displayed, especially for the young generation, so that there is continuity. During the time when my great-grandfather Songa was the king of Alur, these things were there, and we copied it from that time up to now. So we need to pass it to the younger generation. It is a way of bringing people together, promoting unity, but unity also in good times and also bad time. And this is the way to go for every society.
So what image does this cultural event portray to the other societies, other cultural societies over there?
You see, if the kings and chiefs in Africa were very strong during the colonial time, we would have not been colonized. But because at that time there was weakness and there was division, it made Africa to be partitioned, and yet we had cultural institutions all over Africa. And so we think that we can still revive this if we can bring the younger generation back to know our heritage. Because at that time, we had a period of plenty. There were little divisions among people. But right now you see a lot of division because of foreign cultures that came to our culture. So we need to nurture this and inculcate it and bring it back so that the young generation will take over from us and they will promote this culture to determine their destiny and their heritage.
So, Honorable Member, yes. So what factors do you attribute to the cultural extinction in Uganda so far?
Basically, the extinction of culture in Uganda is happening because of copying foreign cultures. Right, you know, culture is the way you live, the way you sing, the way whatever you cook, whatever you eat, that is your culture. But people have started copying other cultures which are not our culture here. For example, when you have local food, these are organic food, and actually along that line, because of that extinction, for example, when I take the aspect of food, many of our people were eating good food and they were living longer with few complications. But right now we are importing foreign food. We are eating now food which originally were not ours. As a result, we are having all these complications. For example, if you want to eat your local, take for example, local porridge made of millet. Today, the younger generation are saying, no, we need another one imported. Why should we import when we have these things among us and our grandparents ate them? So we need to bring this kind of education back to our society to avoid that cultural extinction. Secondly, what is bringing this extinction is also the need for money. People are now using money, and money has entered with a lot of politics in the cultural institution. But before it was not like this. Actually, the cultural institution at that time were like the institutions were a uniting factor in any society. So we think that this extinction is happening because of foreign cultures, foreign practices that are coming to our society. That's why we part of our culture. And we cannot also export our culture to other countries unless they think it is good for them. So let them keep their culture, we keep ours.
So what general advice do you have over there to the viewers about culture, in relation to culture?
My advice to the viewers is that let us promote our culture to promote unity in society, unity in times of difficult time, but also in good times. This unity must be in tandem with globalization because the world is getting globalized, so we must filter the cultural practices which are not good for our society. We can leave them. But the good one, we should still promote them and pass them to the younger generation. I think this will be very, very important. These cultural institutions we have, for example, in Uganda, are supposed to be the richness of our society. It should not bring any division in our society. It should be a way of showing our diversity, unity in diversity. I think that would be my advice. Then, the cultural institutions must play their role. The government should play her role, and the other bodies should also play their roles. This is the only way we are going to promote development in our society, if we unite in diversity.
All right, thank you so much, Honorable Member of Parliament. Enjoy the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Nice.